In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about 5 extract sprays from the Perfume Parlour. These are the Beast Mode, top of the range clone fragrances with a high concentration of fragrance oil for all of you who enjoy turning heads and filling a room with your scent cloud. To find out what's in this mini haul, stay tuned to Mags Frags. Yes, hello again everybody and welcome to another Perfume Parlour edition episode of Mags Frags. I'm Paul and from now on I'm going to be creating one video a week focusing on 5 different products from the Perfume Parlour. Because I get so many people asking me or saying, can we have more Perfume Parlour please, down in the comment section. So today I'm taking a look at the heavy hitting extract sprays, which are the highly concentrated version of the standard bottle sprays like this one. These cost a few pounds more than the standard bottles, but you do get a much better presentation and a longer lasting scent. They come in a really nice presentation box, and the bottles in these not only look much better, but the atomizers are much better too. They have a really nice decent spray quality. The spray quality, I would say, on these ones can be a little bit hit and miss sometimes, and sometimes they tend to leak a little bit, but these ones I would say are a big improvement on the presentation to the standard sprays. The reason I chose these 5 fragrances in particular today was because I also own them in the standard sprays and I wanted to test the performance side by side. I can confirm that there's a noticeable difference in the performance with these. I did spray each of my hands, one with the extract spray and one with the standard spray over a period of 5 days. And on each occasion the extract spray was still going strong well after the standard spray had all but faded. If you're interested in picking up a few bottles of these to try for yourself, or any of the other products from the Perfume Parlour, from like car fragrances to scented candles, then you can use my 10% discount code, which I'll leave a link to down in the description. The link will direct you to a login page, and you'll be asked to create a login name and password. But once you've logged in and made your purchases, your discount will be applied automatically at the checkout. And just a quick disclaimer, I don't work for the Perfume Parlour and this video is in no way sponsored by them. I do, however, receive a small commission for just recommending anybody to their site, so by clicking the link you'll save 10% while supporting the channel and helping me to bring you more free content in the future. Yeah, so the first one that I'm going to talk about today is called Second Reaction. And the Perfume Parlour code for this one is 0360. Yeah, this is a clone of Side Effect from INITIO Parfums, and it's an absolute dream of a fragrance in the fall and winter. It's a gorgeous scent profile. It's so addictive. It smells super rich and luxurious with like a beautiful warm and cozy feel to it. We've got oodles of sweetness coming from the vanilla and the tobacco. There's a gorgeous boozy rum note in here also, and it's all topped off with some cinnamon, which provides a hint of spice. There's also a fruitiness to it which comes off smelling like a plum note, and this makes it lean into the gourmand territory. It's got a slight similarity to Jazz Club by Maison Margiela, but I'd say this is a touch sweeter, maybe a bit more fruity, and also with a little bit less smokiness. The Perfume Parlour have done a cracking job at replicating Side Effect, and this performs like an absolute beast. Just a couple of sprays of this and you're good to go all day. In terms of, I would say, when to wear this, I would say it's very sweet, so I wouldn't recommend it as an office scent or anywhere where it's warm, because it could get a little bit cloying and sickly. But for a date night on a cool evening, wow, this stuff is absolutely amazing, and one that I definitely recommend that you try out for yourself if you're into your more darker, sweeter fragrances. The original of this one will set you back around £200 for a 90ml bottle size, but this Perfume Parlour extract spray will cost you £17, and the standard spray in a 30ml bottle size will cost you just £9. Okay, next up we have got one called Flaring for men, and the Perfume Parlour code on this one is 1226. Yeah, this one is a clone of the Blazing Mr. Sam from the fabulous English fragrance house Penhaligon's. The top notes in this are cinnamon and cardamom. In the mid, there's black pepper, saffron and cumin. And the base notes are tobacco, cedar, patchouli and vanilla. Yeah, so I've owned an original bottle of the Blazing Mr. Sam fairly recently, but when I compared it directly side by side with this extract spray, I decided to sell it on because this one was identical in terms of replicating the spray quality, and it actually lasted longer on my skin, so I ended up just cashing in and putting the original on eBay. This is another autumn and winter fragrance with a rich and woody dark scent profile. This is a masculine but yet very refined scent that smells expensive, so it's more of a dressed up fragrance rather than something that you just throw on casually. Right from the first spray you get the dense sweet tobacco and vanilla combo, which is balanced with plenty of spicy notes including black pepper, cinnamon and cardamom. The woody cedar and the patchouli in the base become more prominent during the dry down, and it also loses a fair amount of its sweetness and it becomes more of a warm and woody smell for the most part. I absolutely love this one, and it's such an addictive cosy fragrance that makes people want to lean in and smell it on you when you're out and about. It's a huge compliment grabber, and this won't fail to get you noticed. So yeah, it's one that I'd highly recommend that you give a try to it for yourself and see how you get along with it. Okay, next up we've got one of my all-time favourite fragrances, and lucky for me, this Perfume Parlour clone is probably the most accurate smelling copy fragrance that I've ever sampled. This one goes by the name of Navy Intense, and the Perfume Parlour code on this one is 0061. Yeah, so this is a perfect copy of the Parfum version of Bleu de Chanel. They also do a copy of the EDP version, and that's just called Navy for Men. But this one is my favourite because it's a touch more smooth and well-rounded. The Bleu de Chanel line of fragrances, in my humble opinion, is the nearest that you'll ever get to perfection in perfumery. You can wear it in all seasons, dressed up or casual. It doesn't matter if you're 18 or 80 years of age, you're just going to get drowned in compliments whenever you wear it. It's so mass appealing, and this also seems to be the one that women particularly enjoy because of its fresh, uplifting nature and masculine undertone. The top notes in this are artemisia, mint, bergamot and lemon zest. In the mid there's pineapple, green notes, geranium and lavender. And in the base there's amberwood, tonka bean, ISOE super, sandalwood and cedar. It opens up with a fresh punch to the face with the lemon zest, bergamot and mint producing an eye-watering freshness. This is supported by pineapple, some light florals and tonka bean, which adds the slightest bit of fruity sweetness. The base is where you'll find all its masculine backbone, with the amberwood, the cedar and sandalwood just rounding everything off, with everything just coming together in like a magical scent profile. This stuff is like catnip to humans, and all I can say is if you are one of the minuscule minority of people that doesn't like this, then I would say that you need to go and sit in a dark room, give your head a shake and think about your life choices. Next one. Okay, the fourth one that I want to talk about today goes by the name of Fruit Nippon, and the Perfume Parlour code on this one is 1957. This is a copy of Tom Ford's PLUM Japonais, which has recently been discontinued, which is such a shame because it's one of the standout scents for me in the Tom Ford's private blend collection. One of the good reasons to take a look at the Perfume Parlour website is that they also stock clones of your discontinued fragrances, the likes of Thierry Mugler's Ultra Zest and Invictus Aqua 2016, where you're paying upwards of £200 on eBay, but you could pick them up for less than a tenner at the Perfume Parlour, so it just gives you a chance to find out what those smell like, because it's so difficult to get hold of them these days and they are much hyped. So if you're still intrigued, check the Perfume Parlour out because they do stock those two that I've just said. This one is a bold, sweet and fruity plum fragrance that probably leans ever so slightly feminine in my opinion, but it's still fine for men to wear if you're confident and you're up for something a little bit more daring. The plum is the obvious standout note, but there's also cinnamon, saffron, cypress, agar wood and a host of other notes that give it a slightly dark and smoky base. This is a fairly complex and mysterious fragrance with a dense, full-bodied richness, which may be a bit too much for some people, but I absolutely love it. And wearing this outdoors as a cold winter fragrance, it's absolutely great. The kind of guy that I imagine would wear this one is the one that turns up to a black tie event in a purple velvet jacket and just has the confidence to pull it off. It's elegant and stylish with a fun, fruity character that dares to be different. This is priced at £17 for the extract spray and £9 for the standard spray, so give it a go. It just may become your signature scent over the upcoming festive season. Yes, so the last one that I'm going to talk about in today's episode goes by the name of Charmer, and the Perfume Parlour code on this one is 1143. This is a clone of SEDLET by Parfums de Marley, which I think is the most mass appealing designer type fragrance in the Parfums de Marley lineup. It's fresh, it's bright and uplifting, and it's just perfect for the daytime or to wear as an office scent. You've got citruses up top, which are nicely blended and not too piercing. In the mid, there's clean florals like lavender, geranium and rosemary. And in the base, we've got ambroxan, cedar, patchouli, sandalwood and vetiver amongst like the standout notes. This is a simple but elegant smelling blue fragrance with that clean shower gel type vibe. There's nothing complex or challenging in this, and even though it's a blue fragrance, it does manage to smell more mature and more expensive than the high street blue designer fragrances. It does smell really nice, but I'm not sure that I'd be rushing out to the shops to pay around about £200 a bottle for it. This Perfume Parlour version is pretty much identical, and again it comes in at £9 for a 30ml standard spray and £17 for the longer lasting extract spray. Yeah, all of the fragrances that feature in today's episode are absolute bangers in their own right, and I would highly recommend them all. But if I did have to choose one fresh one and one for the winter months, I would go for the Bleu de Chanel copy. This is absolutely perfect. It's a perfect copy. And then for the winter months, I would go for the Side Effect clone, the second reaction it's called. So yeah, that's about it for today's episode. I've already ordered my next 5 extract sprays to talk about in my next video, so if you want to be notified when I upload it, don't forget to hit the bell icon and subscribe to the channel. I'm personally looking forward to unearthing and discovering more and more exciting fragrances that the Perfume Parlour have to offer, because all the designer high street scents that I'm testing lately are all now starting to smell similar to one another and also seem to only last about 2 or 3 hours before becoming a skin scent. But hopefully one of the big name brands will release something a little bit more inspiring and exciting in the near future. We can dream. So as always, thank you very much for tuning in again. Stay safe, keep smelling fresh, and I will see you for another Perfume Parlour rundown very soon. Bye bye for now.